everyone, my name is Rosie Grace and welcome back to the game Valhalla. Okay, let's see some news. Alarms rise as the Apollo Trust Bank suffers terrorist attack. Okay, so Say went there, the White Knight. I hope she's okay. The White Knight's counter-terrorism unit responded to the threat immediately. However, the bank was then locked down by an external network attack. The bank has been sealed shut using its own disaster prevention system. However, none of the terminals at the bank were working at the time. The building is basically sealed at this point. The hostages are trapped. So maybe Say is trapped too. The augmented eye is being attacked. Again, this Alice rabbit. Yeah. We want to extend our apologies and inform that we'll be limiting our coverage of Alice rabbit to just factual news and not entertainment pieces. Okay. Thank God I don't pay these fuckers first. How long until someone says pollution is good? There's a book. Does this cat really talk? That's nice. Pollution to reach historic levels next year. It's always reaching a historic level. Being like bad and bad and just bad. Okay, what was this? Going home after buying groceries at the store, I decided because I had to line up for hours just to buy milk. Why not stop me? And just what the fuck? Okay. Streaming chat thread. Did anyone see last night's escape fade? She was at the Valhalla bar. It was alright. Bartender was cutie, but man, she's full of herself. Okay. Man, it sounds shady when they put it that way. Don't care anyone next week, I ask her for a date. So, this is the thing that they just talk about people in the screen. Like, whatever. Yeah, the bartender has been telling everyone they need to be careful with their words. LOL. No, like, we don't want to talk about all personal stuff to like 6,000 you don't know who people. Why does it be a shady thing? We just want to like be like people being like talking all about it even though you don't know shit. So let's go to work. 17th. Evening. Huh? I didn't expect you today. I was waiting for you to call and say you wouldn't be coming or something. Things at the Apollo Bank are getting ugly, so that means more people will be looking for a drink. You can take a break, you know. You're quite the hard worker. And the streets are not exactly safe right now. They've never been when you get down to it. And besides, I can't afford to not come with the bar closing soon. I wonder if any bar has used the pending closure as a means of getting their employees to work. Seems like the total opposite would happen. Not to mention I get bored out of my brains in my apartment, so I'd rather come here anyway. What did you say? Nothing important. Gil isn't back yet? Nope, I wouldn't worry too much about him though. If you say so. That girl's still here? Yep, she was sleeping so peacefully I felt bad about waking her up. So, would you mind doing that for me? Actually, yes, I mind. But you're the boss and it's kinda my fault she's here in the first place. Sorry about that. Hey, young lady, sleep another hour and we'll have to start charging you a motel fee. see, all my gear is in place. And neither my pants nor my panty, shirt, or bra have been displayed. Oh, it's the flat bartender. Good morning. Good evening. Evening? Oh well, it's the best night or day of sleep I've had in quite some time. Sorry for all the trouble I may have caused you today or last night. Don't worry. You're so nice, flat bartender. Thanks for taking care of me. Bye. Hello guys and gals, Dreamy Chan's back in action with their batteries reloaded. Ah, the moon, it burns! I feel like I've just unleashed something terrible into the world. Come on, it's not that bad. Say, what's this bottle? A client gave it to me yesterday. A gift of sorts, I'm guessing? Oh, cool. It's some sort of rum. Rum? Nice. Want me to serve you a bit of it? Yeah, sure. Let's get Boston rum. Go to the bottle drinks tab and drag it to the shaker before mixing. What? Oh, go to the bottle drink tag and drag it to the shaker. And now what? Oh, success. Here. Alright. I'm gonna enjoy this in my office. Thanks. Anytime. Okay then. I like this really, so I'm just going to put more. Time to serve, mix, and change lives. Wait, that's not how it goes. No one here to retort. Man, it feels lonely without Bill here. I just hope the restlessness in the streets doesn't lead to dangers or weird ties coming in. And a brain came in. Good evening. Holy shit, that was a record-breaking jinx. But welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? I'll have a blue fairy. Don't make a joke about becoming real. Don't make a joke about becoming real. On it. Let's give this some brain a blue fairy. Can it drink? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1. Here you go. Nice. Yeah. This is the thing. So, how are you gonna... Oh, you can grab stuff. Should have figured as much. You can drink stuff? And indeed, I have the same system let them do. Can I ask you something, Miss? Call me Taylor. Just Taylor. And yes, a cutie like you can ask me anything. Okay, Taylor. You have to be the first person I met that didn't go, okay, just Taylor. Nah, too easy. You are a brain in a jar, right? I'm sure not a hologram of that, I'm sure. Yep, I'm a bona fide human brain in a jar. So, why? What? Does my handsomeness make you speechless? You're not something a girl sees every day, and that's saying quite a bit in these parts. Fear not, for I have a speech prepared for these situations. A speech? You're seeing one of the 5 great living bottle brains of the world. We are brains living in conditions that allow us to exist as any other humanoid creature. All while computers in our jars scan our activities. In a slow but steady manner, we are helping the world understand the inner workings of nature's most complex computer. I'm guessing you prepared that after being asked the same question too many times, huh? Not out of a of exasperation or anything like that, mind you. I just wanted to have something thoughtful prepared. Look, I even have a couple of pamphlets with me. You want one? Sure. What brings one of our rose-fied brains and jars to this place though? Oh, I'm from around here actually. I just wanted to take a walk for a first time in quite a bit of time. Have you come here before? Sadly, no. Otherwise, I'd remember a cute face like yours. Speaking of which, can I have your name? It's Jill. Jill? That's a really cute name. Thank you. Say, weren't you scared of going outside today? What with the commotion around and all? Well, I think yesterday at work, I heard some stuff like that some people, their bodies are so weak, so they just unload their memories or their brain. So maybe this is that case. It didn't stop you from coming here either, did it? Yeah, you're right. It's gonna take more than cryptic but ominous news to stop me. You're awfully energetic, did you know that? Sorry, does that bother you? No, not at all, just that I figured a brain in a jar wouldn't be so happy. While I was alive, my body got to a point where there wasn't much I could do. Yeah, right. I was talking about this. This new state of existence allows me to accomplish more than I ever could before. Plus, I'm doing something that'll help people in the long run. Wouldn't you be happy? I wonder. Do you want to make me happy, Jill? Depends on what it takes. Don't worry, just give me a beer. Alright then, yeah, I'll make you happy. One beer to make Taylor happy. That's delightful. 1, 1, 2, 1. Giving someone a beer and make them happy. That's really happy. Here, a beer. Ah, yes. No matter what happens, beer is always good. It's interesting though, just yesterday I was talking to a client about brain uploads. Yeah, I was totally right. You were? Yeah, we were talking about how even if you upload your brain, you'd still be here. I've thought about that too. Do you think you, in the cybernetic environment, would feel like she was indeed transferred? Like, would she remember everything, like waking up someplace else and so on? That's an interesting question. I was actually thinking earlier about being able to transfer someone's brain into a villain. One of the brains is being used in such an experiment. Actually, they can make a functional villain. Unfortunately, the wiring and other such stuff makes it look more creepy than anything. They aren't transferring his identity or anything though, just wiring him to a body. Oh, you think someone would rather do that than float around exposed in a jar? I have to admit the whole brain thing does look creepy. But the body I'm telling you about is just uncanny looking. Speaking of uncanny, how did you feel when you saw yourself like this for the first time? It was quite a shock. Actually, it didn't last too long though. I never was too attached to my body. Later in my life, that was almost literal. You know what the downside to this body is? I can't get drunk. If you want to call that a downside. If you want to drink alcohol for the taste, there are many alternatives. Drunkenness is a part of the whole experience. Why the woman can get drunk with no problem. Yeah, but in their case, their brains a computer attached to their body. Getting drunk causes their brains to reduce the input speed to their bodies. Oh, that's interesting. Depending on the model, their drunk's subroutine might throw in a different behavioral cycle even. It's hard to get drunk when the whole point of you being in a jar is figuring out exactly how you work. Yeah, you're right. Hey Jill! Oh, Alma. Alma? Where's the courtesy one would expect from plebeian bar staff? Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? Happy? Not when you put it that way. Why, hello there, beautiful. Whoa! You hurt my feelings with that, darling. Sorry, you don't see talking disembodied brains every day. I mean, I did work a summer in Lila maintenance, but even then, those were talking heads. Oh, don't worry about it. At least you're not running or fainting. Your name was Alma, right? I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you, Taylor. Say, Alma, can I buy you a drink? Sorry, I only date people who are at least 50% organic and have at least one face. I know just what to strive for then. Just kidding. It make me happy to make you happy by buying your drink. Does that bother you? I guess if Jill's the bartender, I don't have a problem with that. Awesome, I'll pay for your next drink then. What will you have? I'll have a cold blood velvet. And you, Taylor? I'm fine actually. You're gonna have me drink alone? I don't want to drink that much. Okay then. 5. Rocks and mix. Success. Your drink. Hope you enjoy it. You know, you've been nicer to me these past minutes than at least 3 guys have been in the last year. Judging from the way you two talk, I'm guessing you've been a client here for a while now, right? Only for about half a year or so, if memory serves right. Really? One would think it's been longer. It feels like it's been longer. Shut up, you love me and you know it. So you just started coming here and that what is it? Well, the first time I came here, the other guy, speaking of which, was Pablo. Gillian. Artemis. Don't know if I'm trained or something. Anyways, the other guy served me the first time I came here. Nothing unusual there. The next time I showed up, Jill here was the one serving and I don't know, I feel like she just gets me. There's this chemistry. We click. We clicked, she says. The fact that I feel more chemistry with her than with many other people is kinda sad though. It's always good to see a nice friendship. Sally, it's getting late and I gotta go. I leave you two lovely ladies alone. See ya! Bye! Please come again. That Taylor sure was nice. But we are the first though. Apparently one of 5 brains being studied by scientists or something. There's a summary of it in this pamphlet. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've heard of them before. Can't believe I actually met one. Say, Alma, how many people are there in your family? Just curious. Well, aside from my mom and dad, we're 4 sisters and 1 brother. Funnily enough, we all have names that start with the first 5 letters in the alphabet. So you're the eldest one? No, I'm actually the middle kid. You're the middle kid, but your name starts with an A? Don't think too much about it. I never said the order reflected our ages. My sister Carlota is the eldest one. Then there's Diana just before me. Then comes Eva, and at the bottom lies Bella. Sorry, the youngest one is Bernardo. You've never been alone, I'm guessing. Can't complain about that, I guess. It helps that we were never 5 in the same house. By the time Evita and Bernie were born, Diana and Carlota had already moved. Speaking of family, tonight I came because I need a break from everything that's been going on with them. Do you live with them? No, but Evita and Bernie do. Not to mention I visit them almost every day. Anyway, my second eldest sister, Diana, just separated from her husband. It's not even been a week, but she's already got some other guy in her bed. She left her kid with her husband's parents and pretty much forgot about them. Never mind the fact that they need to go to school and all that. Damn. Diana's life has always been messy, but these days she's really making it big. She wants time for herself to live her life. She didn't think about that when she married the guy at 20. She didn't think about that when marrying a guy she only knew for like 3 months. You should take your own advice. Hey, I never married someone who could catch my attention so quickly, okay? Sure, there was that one time when it almost happened, but I blamed the damn stadium kiss cam. Kiss cam? I was going out with a guy my little sister introduced to me. Seems he was her friend's brother or something. went out a couple of times and he invited me to a basketball game. The mood was nice, but then later the kiss cam focused on it instead of kissing me and he proposed. I almost got caught in the mood and accepted. Huh. So I take it you rejected him in the stadium on the fucking kiss cam. We went out for like 3 weeks. I don't know, maybe he wanted to get in my pants with the old sex on the wedding night line. But I honest to God can't understand why he thought it would be a good idea. That sounds too convoluted, you know, proposing and waiting for the wedding night just for sex. Never underestimate the lengths a man is willing to go to get you in their bed. I've seen more convoluted plots over the years. I'm feeling tempted to ask, but I'll pass. Want anything else? What's that bottle? Oh yeah, it's just some rum a client gave me yesterday. A gift? What did you do? A good enough service, I'm guessing. Kashikwe. Interesting name. What does it mean? Kashikwe is the name of the chieftain in some native tribes. I said, do you want me to serve you some of this? I'll pass. I don't have too many good memories where the rum's involved. Get me a free lever instead, will you? Alright. One free retriever. What kind of memories do you have with rum? Nothing you need to worry about. Okay. Alright, now it's my turn to ask questions. About what? What kind of family is your family? Well, I'm an only child. My mom and my dad split amicably. My mom is a violinist, so she was always away from home with the orchestra. I spent most of my time with my dad, my aunt, and my grandpa. Aside from that, I'd say my childhood was quite uneventful. Didn't you get something like your mom's artistic vein or something? I played the violin until I was around 16, I think. What made you stop? I don't know, I just kind of said, that's it, one day and stopped. What about cousins or the rest of your family? I see very little of them actually, mainly because my dad moved away from most of them. Most of my mom's family live in France to boot. So your mom's French? Yep. Can you speak French? Mon nègre sur explain the angels. Ooh, what does that mean? Rubbish? I don't know, I can't speak French. Yeah, that wasn't French. I did try though, but college started and I stopped taking classes. Funny thing, I actually have a cousin from my mom's side that lives close by, but you'd be hard-pressed to make me spot him in a crowd. I'm kinda lucky, you know, all of my mom's side of the family lives here. The chances of me meeting someone I'm related to on the street are ridiculously high. But yeah, that's the primer of my family, nothing too interesting, Sally. Your mom is a French violinist, and you call that uninteresting? I wonder if your family has ever made a fuss about being a hacker. Hacker makes it sound exotic. It's like if I called you a mixologist. Please don't ever. It sounds like something somebody would say to make bartenders sound sophisticated. See? I mean, hacker is a good way to summarize it, but it's not the best. I'm a security consultant. People want to find flaws in the security of their system, and I do my best to pinpoint where it breaks. Pick which city or anywhere else in the world if they need security. I'm their woman. You've told quite a few stories about hacking in the database to retrieve info like some sort of mercenary though. That doesn't change the fact that hacker is not the best term to use. Makes the whole thing sound illegal when it's actually an honest job. Didn't you tell me one secret, some incriminating pics from a guy's cell phone? A mostly honest job, sheesh. What made you become a hacker, by the way? I've always been a sucker for puzzles. Even as a kid, I always had a Sudoku or crossword with me. But at some point, they started feeling kinda samey. So when I started college, I took a course on system security. It felt like the kind of puzzle I was looking for. I mean, there are all kinds of things involved in breaching net security. You need to attack the stuff from different angles. and it's something that's always evolving. The whole point of everything is to strengthen security. Every time you think you got the gist of it, they change everything. So it's kind of like an always evolving puzzle. A puzzle I help make harder at that. I didn't think about it that way. It is less action than that what movies make it up to be though. No real-time frantic typing, nothing like that. Still, seeing my code break through something, it's an amazing feeling. Do you have anything else? I'll have a classy drink. Any classy drink. Here goes nothing. Bravo, you made me very happy. Woohoo, I guess. You know, sometimes I feel you know me better than all the guys I've been with. I feel compelled to ask how many guys you've been with. If you're talking about serious, long-lasting relationships, just a handful. Casual dating and one-night stands on the other hand. Why do that? Why go through so many people? Hey, it's not like I take every guy I see to bed. Who do you take me for? You know what I mean. Yeah. That's something I don't have an answer to actually. Maybe I'm just a romantic that loves having someone to cuddle with. Maybe I just get lonely. Maybe there's a deep-seated psychological reason behind it all. Maybe I'm just horny. Whatever the case, I just kind of feel like it's because I shouldn't give up yet. But it's not like I'm too different. Until recently, I too had a streak of one-night stands. Really? What made you stop? Reasons? What is it? Tell me! Maybe later, it's time for my break. Come with me. Huh? Why? Can I stay here away from the cold? I don't trust you. You could feel a ball between those tits of yours and nobody would know. Gossip. Why not just say, please come and let's keep talking at the back of the bar? You got the message now, come. Guide me then. Boss, I'm taking my break. Call me if anyone comes. Sure. Cold. It sure is chilly out there. It's kind of refreshing. The hobo out there seems like a nice guy. Billy Vine? Yeah, he's a cool guy, very respectful. Apparently he got into some legal trouble and that's why he's like that. Really? He could also just be a very nice crackhead though. So, are you gonna tell me? What? Why did you stop having one-night stands and all that? I started working here. I don't know, after I started working here, I felt like I didn't need to do that anymore. Maybe I was just lonely? Aw, how cute. I also got fed up with everyone complaining about me smoking on the bed. You're gonna burn the bed with that. Yeah, well, it will be dangerous to smoke in the bed and it stinks. If you ever need a hug, just let me know. You don't need one-night stands for that. You left me thinking though, what's your thing, your fetish? You strike me as the kind to have an overpowered fetish of sorts. You wanna feel totally swayed by someone, have consensual yet forceful sex with your partner? Did I hit bullseye? You have quite the imagination, girl. Honey, some service here. I'm here, don't scream. Oh, were you two hanging at the back of the bar? What kind of stuff were you doing? Just talking. Is that what they call it these days? What do you want? Something soft, something sweet. No alcohol, please. Would it be the same if you just grabbed a soda from a vending machine? But I like you! Do you dislike my person so much? Sweet and non-alcoholic. Say alright. Okay. No problem. Sweet. What will be sweet and soft? Sweet, girly, happy. No, I want something soft. Sweet, girly, happy. Blue furry. Sweet, girly, soft, and non-alcoholic. Okay, let's do it. 1 Asian mix. Success. Here, like you asked. See, you don't get this kind of treatment from vending machines. Unless you're Lawrence. But he has this weird idea that good service is the same as selling lukewarm cans of cola. Lawrence? A friend of mine, he's a vending machine. Oh. Oh, but how impolite of me. I'm lovely and my name's Dorothy. Dorothy Hayes, nice to meet you. Oh, I'm Alma. The pleasure's mine. Dorothy, you say? Yep, why? Nothing, I guess I've heard about you before. Really? What kind of stuff? Tell me. Mostly about your, pluckiness. And here I was thinking it was because I'm a sex worker. So much for trying to be subtle. Hey, I take pride in my job, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. Isn't it dangerous? I know how to take care of myself, thank you very much. Where do you work, Alma? I'm a hacker. Really? A full-fledged hacker? Not the kind that sees a computer log into some account and says that hacking, right? No, of course not. I've always been curious about how being a hacker works. Do you just start typing really fast while waiting for something to happen? No. I can explain, but I don't know if you'll get it. You'll know until you try, right? Last time I said that I had to jam the plastic replica for a halogen light bulb up a grown man's ass. It was a success! Okay, then let me try to explain in general how it works. Let's say I have to retrieve information from his company's database. Alright! First, I do some research on the target, OS, servers, how the information is stored and all that. There have been a couple of occasions where I had to go in blind, but they're the exception rather than the rule. First, I secure things from my side. I start working behind proxies, websites, and through over more vulnerable computers I find on the way. After that, I start testing the networks. I go through the basic protocols, trying known exploits as long as they don't trigger any alarm. Once I've tested the ground, the fun starts. I go through all the security protocols and look to bypass them. Sometimes I have to look deeper into the code for the password itself. I see. Then when I'm finally in, I go and retrieve user privilege. After that, I go and try to become a super user and get what I need. How do you do that? Well, there are a couple of ways. I can use a permanent program to hack into an already existing account. I can use info someone already gave me. But the usual way is using a buffer overflow. But what happens next? What happens next? I create a backdoor in the system before leaving and covering my tracks. I can't handle it anymore. Hack me like you've never hacked anything before. Wait, why is she so turned on? Make my buffer overflow. Create a backdoor and misclick your user privileges. Find flaws in my security. So sorry, I got carried away. No shit, what happened? Have you seen those movies or books where a couple does something like paint a picture or cook, but they make it sound like they're having sex instead? Suggestive scenes, yeah. Well, that whole thing was kind of like that for me. Really? I guess humans don't really get it because their minds don't unload to networks or anything. But trust me, if you record yourself giving a really detailed explanation in a really sexy voice, You make millions hardly live our own exploited market. I see. Oh, looks like my ride is here. Your ride? Yep, my brother-in-law came to look for me. Is it alright to ask that? It's okay, I've known him since preschool. It just so happened that he got married to my sister. Hey Dorothy, you need a ride? Can you drive me by 3rd Street? Sure, it's on the way. Yay, I'll take your offer then. Bye, honey. Later, Jill. Take care. The street seems easy. Oh, a client. Hello, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get? Why do you have a question mark? Such a small yet comfortable place. Truly an oasis of spirited dreams in the midst of the suburban desert. A place where lost and corrupt souls can gather to forget their troubles for a while. A nest where everyone from the most pathetic scum to the vilest trash junkie can just sit to kill their insides. Truly a real persona non grata. That's what tea for Mistress Place, by the way. I'm so smart and philosophical. Alright, we got ourselves a persona non grata here. What will you have then? 17. Excuse me? I said 17. 7 plus T. What does that mean? What does it mean to you? Just to be sure, 17 is about the drink you want, right? Only if you want it to be. 17? 17? What? I don't understand. Is there something like 17? Or is it the 17th? A piano man? Is this it? Like, I don't want to mess this up. Do I have to give it like 17 ingredients? What should I do with? Yeah, maybe it's about going to 17. Maybe I'll just give it 17 ingredients. Sorry it took so long. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. How do I make sense? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You're gonna be drunk. explain. The total of ingredients here add up to 17. Beautiful. And what brings you here, mister? I'm Armandio. Virgilio Armandio. See, I introduced myself using the Asian order because that's a lot more polite. What? Right. And I came here looking for an otherworldly experience. I was passing by and saw the place is called Valhalla. I want to see the souls of resting warriors, the wounded spirits of noble souls. The golden hall full of never-ending banquets, the lovely Valkyries looking over them. We have some arcade machines on the corner. No, you're taking me too literally. You see, I'm being poetic. I'm giving a mystical air to a mundane affair. What was that? I want to see drunk people. I want to see waitresses and food. I want to see the bar in all of its decadent glory. Well, you're out of luck. Today's been quite a slow day. Not that I'm very surprised given how things have been going in the streets though. Humans are a nasty bunch that make much is true. Making a ruckus, coming at each other, but that's to be expected from the only mammal to kill its own. I know zoologists, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Oh yeah, then give me an example, not zoologist pretender. What's with this face? This question mark. Like I said, I don't know exact details, I just know that isn't right. If memory serves right, once a lion takes over pride, every cub born from another lion is killed or something. Takes over pride? You can't take over pride. Pride is a tangible thing. Tangible? You need to stop making things up, not zoologist bartender. But going back on topic, do you know what the number 17 means? The atomic number of chivalry? No. Including is a name, not a number, you know. The group where Halligans are in the periodic table. Stop making up words like Halligans, periodic, and table. Okay, then I give up. 17 is us. Eh? Every human has 17 pairs of chromosomes. That number is the whole foundation of you and me. It's 23. What is? Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, not 17. Well, they're both prime numbers, so it's the same idea. Primal. Do you want anything else? I like a single plum floating in perfume, served in a man's hat. Okay, there's a plum floating in perfume and a son of a bitch. I remember that I saw this in the bottle drink of Fedora with perfume and a plum. Ooh, it's $500. So we get this one. Plum fume. Here. Huh, you didn't. Wait, you did. He wants you to, fail. Enjoy! I will. I'll drink this, perfume. You don't really have to. Yeah, that'd be silly. You win this round, bartender. Hey, bartender, have you ever thought about death? How? What if we're already dead? Both of us. What? What tells you I even existed before I entered that door? How can you assure me that this reality is real and you are not? In fact, in heaven or hell all along? What if everything up to this point is just some stupid story written by an unemployed 20-something in his room? I could punch you to make you feel reality, right? You're making it too seriously, being full of yourself. I don't care about any of that actually. This reality is real for me and that's all that matters. Such a close-minded way of saying things. You need to get away from the factual facts. Open your mind to things beyond your reach. You'll never reach enlightenment if you don't start. The hub banner has started. It means the toilet of the gods in German, by the way. Well, you're on your own, bartender. Enjoy your new world order. What? A couple of nearby cars exploded, it seems. Oh hell, let me take a look out the window. Be careful. I see lots of flashes in the distance, most likely gunshots. Jill, come here a sec. What? About 5 GB of reports proving that several White Knight squads have been used to cover. Illegal actions were released to the public by an unknown anarchist group. We're receiving reports of several units going rogue and using their weapons to hunt down anyone they find on the street. Several counter-terrorism forces from neighboring cities have been dispatched in order to subdue the crazed units after a plea from the Vice President. We're still waiting for a declaration from Zaibatsu Corp CEO on the subject, but until then, things are ugly and outside of that bank, it seems. I recommend you stay here tonight. It's too dangerous to even think about going outside. What if they break in? They won't. Even then, the bar has quite a security system, and I'll be here protecting you as that added bonus. Yeah, I guess I'll stay tonight. I'll get you the spare mattress I had. Do you mind sleeping in my office? No, I guess it's fine. Good. Let's hope everything gets solved by the morning. I'll have Sankan 2 on hand just in case. The metal bat with nails? There's nothing you can't bash. Say, Gil, 4. Hope everything's better by tomorrow. Oh, it's the end? Sleep tight, I'll protect you. Oh, that's sweet. It didn't end. Rise and shine. It's the morning. It's 11 AM though. That's morning for me on the weekends and any other day. How's everything outside? Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least. How so? Zaibatsu Corp's president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing like they were petrified somehow. You made it sound like some god suddenly decided to put everything in place. Well, I'm just glad no bullets are flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out and it's not really safe yet, but it was worse last night. There also seems to be a civilian force lynching any White Knight they spot. So not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks are on edge too. I wonder if Sei is okay. Should we be worried about Gil? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is that he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say even safer wherever he is than here. I sure hope so. Are you gonna work today? Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off. Oh, alright. Say, do you want me to help you get to your apartment? Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that. Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way. Sounds good. Ooh, what is this? It's like a computer. Ooh, and we're here. Home sweet home. Thanks a lot. Hey boss, wanna hang out for a bit? Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit. Mostly to thank you for helping me. Well, I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. I did tell you you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Oh yeah, you did. What worries me a bit is that beer leads to something else. To more beer? I was gonna say to one of us going through the Spanish announcer's table. But I think we're safe here. Come on in then. Excuse me. Want one? Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though. Smoke if you wanna. Thanks. Say, how is the chilly weather treating you? It gets cold from time to time, but nothing the Kotetsu and the heater can't fix. Like, this is just a conversation, but it makes really like an RPG game or silent game. Alright boss, you're not very good with the cold, are you? You know it. You didn't bring your jacket here either. Yeah, I left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweater or something? Oh, don't mind me. I insist, I have this hoodie from some time ago and it was too big for me. Why buy it then? It was dirt cheap! Right. Wait, where did you get this one? Don't know, some flea market ages ago, why? Nothing, it's just like one I had many years ago. What happened to it? Too much use, it just ripped. I see. You can keep it if you want, I never use it anyway. We'll see. Come to think of it, how old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17. Fair enough, 17 plus how much? 17 plus I have to cut your tongue being you. Alright. Let me go change into something more comfortable. Take your time. Ah, for the cute cat, your black cat. Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction. Oh, that's just Four. He's just wary of any new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. Don't worry about quickly though, just give him time. Look at this ... Who are you, human? This is my home. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat? They usually have green. Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home, yeah, the bear. Oh, I see. What? Good old Bosco. He kept intruders away better than any dog. Right. This picture here isn't something you see every day. Oh, is this me? Who are they? What? Me taking such a sappy pic? The frame picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Yeah, I like picture that is printed and framed than seeing it on the monitor, because seeing it by like mobile phones, iPad or something is really comfortable, but it doesn't really feel like you're seeing it. Okay. Who are these? That's the one on the right is Eleanor, my ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is Gabriele, her sister. Oh. Huh, is this pic recent or... Actually, that one's from 3 or 4 years ago. You look exactly the same. I'm only 27, what did you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old. I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone a printed and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex. Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple of things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away, haven't said a word since. Really? It's hard to picture you doing such a thing, and you look so happy in the pic. Why have her pick out like this then? I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me about missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against your side, using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs, putting your head in their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head, dozing off knowing they're there watching you, protecting you. I don't know, I felt nostalgic and miserable. I'll just put this away. I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. I'd be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Jill. Maybe. What's that on the table? Looks like an envelope. It's nothing! Nothing! Now please give that to me. Low. Alright. I saw nothing, don't worry. Anyway, let's grab some beers. Guide me. Ooh, this is nice. Cans left total. Remaining beer 100%. Drink! That's cool. Ooh, this This is so cute. Damn, you have lots of beer. Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. But that beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. And besides, the one in the bar is more of a double IPA. This one more of a pilsner. In English, please. That was English. This was lighter in color and lighter in flavor. Don't know, it doesn't taste like a lighter to me. Is this one made with that... what was the name of the base liquid you use at the bar again? Nitrogenic what? Or endium. It was a supplement or something, right? It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water with the made in piss polluted water supplies. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the PTC still commissioned it for use in bars. And is this one made with it? Let's see, yep, here it is, near the end, NDL and cornstarch. Cornstarch? It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They made it for packaged drinks. I see, and I just realized something. What? You're a nerd, Jill. Oh, I can drink? Ooh! Drink it! Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Open! Oh, cool. Guilty as charged. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it? Ooh, I like the drinky sound. It makes me want to drink beer. Will have some too? Not really, no. Then live it like that. I'm not ready to drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works. Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Why wouldn't I? Don't know. What with me, my boss and all, I was never too sure. Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm bossing me only. That's good to know. On a side note, it surprised me you kept that poster of me in the room. Jill likes you, Dana. The best boss. And even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know? Does it make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it though. Aside from filling any empty spot in the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny too. I guess it's like if someone gave you, don't know, a dildo-shaped trophy or something and you had it there as a conversation starter. That's completely different. Although no one comes here anyway, so it's kinda pointless. Aren't those steamy nights of passion? Not since a year ago, I think, and I'd rather not talk about what happened then. Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can go dish out the pain. No, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. A not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Glad to know you have my back though. That's what friends are for. Hey, you talk about the poster and compared it to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just call me a dildo face? That's what friends are for. Hey Jill, where did you get that black fur ball? Well, as with any black cat or house cat in general, he's actually stray. I found him in the alleys near the building not long after I moved here, I think. Ah, I see. It was quite the sight, though. He was cornered all by all these dogs, but they were keeping their distance. He was holding his ground, hissing and scratching as much as he could. There was a fried chicken bucket nearby that had some rainwater in it, so I threw the water over the dogs. They ran. I figured the cat's mom would be nearby, so I left. Then I noticed people looking in my direction as I walked. Turns out the little shit started following me. So you brought it home. At first I wanted to see if I could find him a new home, but Having him welcome me whenever I came back was just too much for my heart, so he ended up staying. It was destiny, girl. When he came, he was so cute though, not like the fat mass that's sleeping on the table. Hey, you're not aspiring chicken yourself, you know? Oh, shit, I actually did that in front of someone else. Oh, anyway. Don't emulate me. Do you normally speak for a cat like that? Maybe. I wonder if Jill's alright. Is the cat really talking or is she only making? Yeah, you worried about him? You make it sound like I'm some emotionless boss. It can be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Gil so much though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third, he absolutely hates bell pepper. He does? I see him even reject food that has been in contact with it. Man, what a baby, unless he's allergic or something. He's not. Man, what a baby. How did you meet such a guy? He showed up in the door of the bar. He what? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. Right, the levitation potion. It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying. Huh? I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. I tried and failed to find out anything about him. So I decided to take him at face value. I judged him from what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I returned the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally. What surprises me is that you took him in so easily. I can take care of myself and I always kept an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily. I see. You make the bar more lively yourself, you know? How so? Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. I can't remember her name. Alma? I was gonna say Armitage. Well, she's hot, I'll give her that much. She's also a nice person in general, but damn, she's hot. Are you alright, Jill? Yeah, why? It's weird to see you say so openly that someone's hot. But even you can see she has a hot body, boss. You'll find no objection here. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about taking her to a room and... Are you drunk? Did I drink too much? Jill, you sure you aren't drunk? I am, I'm sure I'm not, but those are thoughts I leave to myself. I don't think I could handle her in a relationship. She has weird standards, and she's as straight gets. She's still a lovely person though. That she became a regular is a blessing. Any regular is a blessing when you get down to it. There's also that sex worker, robot girl. Dorothy. She intrigues me though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years and she seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, but rather that she takes to it with such childish excitement. I kinda noticed that too, but then again, Lillian can be weird. You think? Lillian operated some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't actually share out our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. It's like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they are different. Like a different culture, if you must. I didn't see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy is a Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Women get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Interesting. The name Lilin is a bit weird though. It is? You expect them to be called boss or dolls, but Lilin doesn't convey the image of automatons. Just a tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them retarded and doll is like calling them fake. Oh, so like you have to treat them like real people. This is a whole different society. I really want to drink beer with my friend at the balcony. This would be so cool. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilin? As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilim are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Ooh, cool. And speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julia and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See, like that. It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, did you ever watch Moto Wario Julian? Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. It didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere. I saw a couple of episodes once. They were really nice. It was beyond nice. The show is about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because they invited enemies, and yet still finds solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julian was an adult that became younger when transformed. I say it was a pretty ambitious kids show, even by today's standards. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards and body image, challenging as fuck. Whoa, you got excited there. And that is the problem. Back then, I was obsessed with Jules. I sang the songs, dressed like her, I could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. That's beside the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school. And what a surprise, teens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules, I always hold my grudge against those fuck jobs. Sounds rough. You know how much girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about Jorkasses singing the theme tune of the show mocking me. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julia or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Yeah, I understand. Pablo would be proud of me. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet, it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with it though. It's actually kind of reasonable. I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? When I was a toddler, I was the kind to... Okay, I'm drunk. Am I okay? Should I drink? When I was a toddler, I was the kind to always fight with kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened and I became a Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwit. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was and went on to become who I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better. Fair enough. Say boss, how do you like them men? 2D? 2D? Yes, I don't mind anything as long as that thing is cute or 2D. How about you? Back in high school, I liked them funny. In college, I liked them successful. After a while, I just want them stable, and now, I don't know. I stopped caring about them being funny. My high school boyfriend started conflating cheering me up with mocking me when I'm down. I also stopped caring about them being successful. I realized half the time they had no qualms about cheating with me around me. And I stopped caring about them being stable. I realized they were the kind of person I tried not to become. Not become stable? There was this guy who became so obsessed with holding a stable job that he hated. He started being physically ill. Not only that, the last time I managed to get some, I ended up throwing the guy out. He took incredible offense with how I smoked on the bed after sex. The bed could catch fire, you know. Not you too. Yeah, that was your fault too. I kinda envy Alma for that. At least when she dumps a guy, it's for less petty reasons. Are you okay? I'm fine, it's just... It all boils down to the fact that I can't get my mind off Winner lately. She was all of what I just said. She made me laugh, she had a good position and was stable. She was also smart, caring, and she can't... Why can't I get my mind off the whole thing? It's maddening. Maybe I should go and apologize? Maybe I should. Maybe that will make me rest easier at night, get my mind off things for a while. I don't even care about going back to her, but... Hey Jill, have you tried thinking about clothes before? Clothes for... Listen, I know how you must feel, but you can't let all of that cloud your senses. Next time you feel overwhelmed by those thoughts, try distracting yourself. Like let's say, thinking what kind of clothes you can put on for. Yeah. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it? Keep in mind, you're included in this circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back to you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time. A red-headed, glasses-wearing gun nut called Aris. The one you called for the helmet thing? That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's managing a bar too? I got the idea from her actually. Oh. It's called N1RVNA. And if you thought the city was dangerous, you should see the people she has to deal with there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with. And means it's an annex to another business. What else does she do there? I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened N1RVNB in the hotel instead. A weird decision? I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. So that bar in her woman cave. Woman cave. That aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was with the new San Francisco police force. Good old Lexi should give her a call sometime. Wait, you were in what? I've done lots of things, yo. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot. Corporate what? I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyways, aside from you, Gil, my sis, Iris, and Lexi, I guess there's a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you? I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home in college, I went out a lot. But it felt more like going out was the pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always four, but Cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And you know, he's a cat. Hey, a cat's fine too, you know. Hey boss, what will you do when the bar closes? I don't know, maybe I'll take the friends off while working with them. I was also thinking about going back home and helping with things here and there. Or maybe going traveling for a while. I see. Oh, but don't worry. But we're crazy, slow as fuck, but so they will close the bar for quite a while. Better enjoy being there while you can. Yeah, maybe. Will you be visiting me in whatever bar I end up working in? I have a bone to pick with the guy that supervises the bar. I plan to get you transferred to. I go there even though I have virtually no reason to. With you there, I have something pleasant to look forward to. You're sending me to someone you have problems with? If I have to trust another bar owner, it's certainly him. He's actually a pleasant boss from what I've seen. The fact that he and I have a tendency to go at each other's throats is an unrelated matter. I'll trust you on that one then. Don't worry, maybe I can get you a bracelet made out of wood pieces from the bar's counter or something. We'll see. Hey, I'll tell you what. When the bar closes, let's both take a vacation. Go on a trip. That'll clear your mind a bit. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Chapter 2. Amarga. It's snowing. Your electricity bill will be sent out on the 24th. Please make sure you have the $8,000? Are you kidding me? $8,000. Jill is curious about the rumor she saw. Getting one will prevent her from being too distracted. Have a nice day. I need $8,000 and you want something else? Oh, boss left the hoodie anyway. Oh, but you got to have a date with her. Okay, what do you want? This one? It's only $450. Let's try it. Jill bought what she wanted and she's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. Okay, it was really awesome. It felt like an RPG game while playing with and drinking it with boss. Okay, I'll end this episode here and see you next time. Thank you.